Welcome to Paperbacks and Passports, our travel vlog documenting our journey backpacking across Southeast Asia. Today we are taking a slow boat to Laos, so join us on our travel day crossing the border from Thailand and cruising along the Mekong River. We are currently in Chiang Kong in Thailand, and tomorrow we're going to be heading over there to Laos. We decided to stay overnight in Chiang Kong to see the town and just soak up that last little bits of Thailand. Tomorrow we'll be heading over to Laos, getting the slow boat to Luang Prabang. That's a 2-day trip along the Mekong River. Chiang Kong is the border town between Thailand and Laos. There is a bridge called the Friendship Bridge that connects the two together, and that's where we'll be heading tomorrow.
There isn't a massive amount to do in Chiang Kong. It's mostly hotels, restaurants, and a couple of temples. If you look up guides online, they're probably going to point you towards the blue and the white temple, which are actually a lot closer to Chiang Rai, about 2 hours or so by public bus. I do have the key. Oh. Check it out first. We're staying at the Ban Phai guest house, which is about 15 minutes walk away from the bus station, or 2 minutes on a local tuk-tuk, whichever is easiest for you. It's pretty nice. It's kind of rustic and feels like a nice little rest stop in a sleepy border town before the real adventure begins tomorrow morning. To get here, we had to get a bus out of Chiang Rai. It was a 2-hour public bus that we went for, as we managed to sort of navigate buying the ticket on the bus. It had no air conditioning, just open windows, and was going fast enough to generate enough breeze to kind of keep us cool. And it also had no doors. Not sure if that's a fixture of buses deliberately or whether that's just how it was. But the real adventure starts tomorrow morning. We're getting up at 7:45, where we'll be meeting our guide, who's going to be taking us across the border and helping us reach Luang Prabang. We'll see you then. Good morning. It is 5 minutes past 7 and we are up and out of bed. We're about to head downstairs with our bags to go and meet our driver, who's going to help us do the border crossing this morning. So let's go do that. For this cruise, we went with an organisation called Nagi Mekong. Now, it's a little bit more expensive than if you did something like this yourselves. I think we worked it out that it's roughly double the price. What you get in exchange for your additional money is some help at the border with making sure that everything goes okay. So help with doing your visas or your exit stamps on the Thai side, help with your visas on the Laos side, a little bit of explanation about the fees, which do change, and some guidance to the boat.
We both slept really badly last night. I'm not sure why. It might have been because we knew we had to get up, but we made it up. And we're a bit sleepy this morning, but that's okay, because we're going to Laos.
So our luggage here is covered in the Nagi of Mekong stamps. Another really great thing about this is we handed our luggage off at the minivan and we didn't see it again until the boat. But we rested assured that it would make it there, as it's all part of the service. If you're looking to do this cruise or this crossing and you want to make it as easy as possible, then definitely check out Nagi of Mekong. All the details for how we booked this, where we booked this, and the exact costs are in the description below, so please check it out. What a great angle.
We're on the way.
Yep, in the back of the bus. That's what happens next. So I think, as we understand it, the bus is going to take us to the Laotian border, the Laos border, or to the Friendship Bridge, as it's known, and then I believe we're going to cross over the Friendship Bridge, which is where immigration is, and then after that we might have to get on a different bus the other side of the border, because as I understand it, drive across the border.
No, I think we have to get off, I think.
Yeah. So we'll see how that goes. But we know not much more than that. So it's an exciting adventure. We'll just see how it goes. One thing that is surprisingly fun about this is we get to try and fill out forms in the back of a car again. So that's good. They do. That's it, we're coming up to the Friendship Bridge. You can just see that in the distance. This is actually the 4th Thai-Lao Friendship Bridge. This one was built in 2013. It is 480 meters long and 14 meters wide. There is a bus or shuttle that runs every single day at regular intervals across the bridge. You're not actually able to walk this one, so you do need to jump on the shuttle. Okay, so I think this is where we're going to put the camera down as we go through immigration. We've got to get our passports out now. We're about to go through the border crossing, so we'll see you on the other side. We made it through the first part of the process, which is just a passport check at the border. So really straightforward, really simple, just up to the window as per usual, hand over your passport, they do your checks, check your fingerprints as they did when you came in, and then they give you a departure stamp on your passport, and that's that. So the next step that we've been told is we're waiting for a bus now. The bus is going to take us across the Friendship Bridge, and then once we get off the bus we are technically in Laos, or the other side of the border. So we'll get there and then we need to go through immigration, check visas, and there's a few different fees that you need to pay. So the visa fee is $40, and there's also a sort of an office fee which is going to be 40 baht as well. So I think the office fee might be one of those fees that's required to make the process go a bit smoother, but it might not be a fee that you find online, if you catch what I'm saying. And the bus has just arrived, so we're going to jump on that, and again we'll see you on the other side. We're now officially in Laos.
Okay, to the Laos side. You just get a shuttle bus over from the Thailand side. It's about like a 2-minute bus. And then on the Laos side, you have to submit 2 forms with your passport. They take your passport, then you move over to another counter and you just gotta wait until your visa is put in your passport and they'll call your name. And then that's it, you're in Laos. It's been a pretty simple process actually. I'm glad that we have done it through a tour. I don't think you necessarily need to, but just for a bit of ease and just to have someone with you and ask a few questions, it's quite nice to have. Like, I think a person in front of us was having some issues with their passport photo and they were like gonna get charged a little bit more. So like he just asked the guy to kind of communicate and see what was going on. It's kind of helpful.
We're now on bus number 3 of the day.
And we're in Laos.
Yeah, it's only 9:30, so yeah, pretty good time as well. It took us what, 2 hours to get through there? What did you say?
No, it took us like 45 minutes.
45 It took us about 45 minutes to get through the border control and passports. I was there forever. There was a scary moment where they took our passports and we didn't really know what was going on, but everyone else got theirs apart from Gemma, so it's part of the fun.
But we're all good.
Yeah, hopefully all good.
And we were saying like the previous countries, they give us stamps and we wanted like a visa. And this time we got a visa, so we got a full page visa. I'm happy.
Pretty cool.
So now we're getting the bus over to the boat and then we're just cruising.
Cruising. So the difficult part should be over. Hey, our suitcases made it. That's always good.
And also please recheck your luggages on the go.
Oh yeah. Oh wow, this is nice actually. So we made it onto the boat. I think the boat is a little better than we were expecting actually. It's pretty fancy. Hopefully the walkthrough does it justice, but these seats are real comfy. It's nice and padded at the bottom. Pillows and everything, and it looks like there's a bar at the back, so can't complain about that.
I will say, so far this tour has been really worth the money. It's been a really stress-free process. Now we've got this really like comfy boat. It's gonna, I think it's top notch.
Very good.
So we started in Thailand, Chiang Kong, and we got a bus, went over the Friendship Bridge, so Huay, I think that's how you say it, and here is where we did our check-in into Laos, and then we boarded a little bus, boarded the boat, now we're going to sail all the way down the Mekong. I think we stop here for overnight. I'm going to have a bit of a break, and then tomorrow sail all the way to Luang Prabang. And that's where the journey in Laos will probably begin.
So the food is served buffet style as we filled up our plates, although they do give you an awful lot of rice, which is okay. How would you rate the food, Gemma?
I would say it's pretty good. It's not like blowing my mind, but it's like, it's nuts.
Yeah.
I think it's about actually, you know, the level of like what we had on the, sorry Cameron, you probably won't know this, the Halong Bay cruise.
Yes.
I think it's about that. So like, it's just like what you'd expect, I think.
Yeah.
Is what I'd say. What you'd expect.
Yeah, we're not expecting gourmet meals on boats, but it's pretty good. The fish is really good though. I will say that. And the soup's great too.
The soup is really good.
So, we really rate those.
I haven't had the chicken wings yet.
No, not yet.
Let me do a taste test.
We'll get back to you. Oh no, you're going for it now?
They're not hot.
Pretty good. Out of 10? 6. 6. Lunch is done, and we're now about to park the boat. Do you park a boat?
Moor the boat.
Moor the boat. We're about to moor the boat on the shoreline here because we're going onto land to check out a local village, which we didn't realise was part of this. Well, I didn't realise this was part of this. Gemma did, because she's way more organised than me. I didn't realise it was part of this, and yeah, we'll see how that goes. Apparently there's whiskey, well that might be further up.
I think tomorrow might be the
Oh, okay, that makes sense. But today, traditional village. Now, we've been to a traditional village before in Vietnam, and I was telling other people on the boat this story already, but when we went to a traditional village in Vietnam on the Mekong Delta, also on the Mekong River now, it was really, really weird. We basically got led into this family's house and shown sort of where they slept, where they cooked, and the crispy rice they were making. So I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that it's not going to be a repeat of that. Otherwise I'm going to be very uncomfortable.
If it is, you'll know because we probably won't film it.
And in the time I was talking, we are now next to the wall, so I guess that means we have parked, moored. Here's a video of Gemma putting her shoes on.
It takes me so long.
It's okay.
I'm the slowest shoe.
You'll definitely not last. I wasn't expecting it to be a sandy beach. I guess why wouldn't it be? Amazing how much quieter it is once the engines are cut on the boat. I mean, there's a sound of us talking, but all you can hear around you here is just the slow kind of lapping of the water and the sounds of all of the bugs in the trees. And man, that sounds like there's a lot of bugs. This is our tour guide, La. He was with us from beginning to end of this process. He actually met us at the Laos Border and then came with us for the entirety of the 2-day trip, all the way down the river to Luang Prabang. The first stop on this journey was a local village. Now, I mentioned before that me and Gemma had been to a similar experience to this further down the Mekong River in Vietnam. The difference there is that in Vietnam, it felt like the people were being used as the tourist stop. Whereas here, it was more about the village and more about talking about the social and economic struggles that these people face. Nagi of Mekong actually sponsors this village. Part of the proceeds from this trip are actually fed back into the village through the schools. We met with the school teacher a little bit later as well. One of the other groups with us actually brought with them a lot of school supplies. They were able to hand these out to the children, and it was a really fantastic idea. I wish this was something we had known about before, and it's definitely something that we can be taking forward into other trips like this. It makes sense to bring things, I think, to like give, but useful things like toothbrushes and pens and pencils.
You kind of wish we had done that.
Yeah. I think next time we see something like this on an itinerary, that's probably a really good idea. Guide is pretty passionate about telling us about the economic problems that Laos has, so it's a good opportunity to learn from someone who's from the country and actually just take that in from someone who sort of lives and breathes this stuff. How was your nap? Yeah. Good nap. We can actually see Pakbeng in the distance now, up on the mountains, and it is not what I was expecting at all. It looks like a line of holiday homes or villas or something, more than a little town. So in a moment we'll be getting off the boat and heading up to the hotel. And again, the company has organised transport for us to get from the boat. They're going to take our bags, they book the hotels for us. They're going to take us up the hill and sort all of that out, and also transport from the hotel in the morning, as we need to be back here for 7:45, I think so. I need to chat that with Gemma before I get left behind. We're coming into land, or dock, or park, whatever it is boats do. Let's Google that tonight. More.
I think it's just dock though.
Classic film Gemma walking shot. It is steep start. I thought we just chose the first one. Oh, did it? I missed that. Alright, we made it to the transport. Now, up the hill.
make it in here already.
What? That doesn't make sense. It's a continuity error. I did a really nervous whip round of the hotel room, looking desperately for the air conditioning.
Oh, there is!
Oh, we're saved. But there's no windows.
So? Oh.
Oh. Oh no. What is this?
The shutters. No, I'm leaving that shut.
So what else this room has to offer? There's a door here, blocked by a table. The bathroom door has a lock on the outside, which is kind of interesting. And yeah, pretty standard stuff. But it's everything it needs to be, really. So we get to spend tonight relaxing in Pakbeng, and then tomorrow morning we're up at 7:30 to jump on a ferry to continue the rest of the journey down the Mekong. We'll see you in the morning. Stay tuned for part 2.